Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League World Cup quarterfinals review. And to help me review the quarterfinals from the weekend, I'm joined by CJ Moxley. CJ, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, man. It was a interesting quarterfinals but yeah, I'm doing well, man. Yourself?
I'm well, mate. It's going to be a interesting semi-final this weekend. We've got Australia versus New Zealand, and we've also got England against Samoa. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all goes. What'd you make of the weekend quarterfinals, bro? Very, very interesting.
Yeah, look, 50-50. Obviously, a couple games were blowouts. A couple of them were solid, really good games.
Too good and too shit.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. No, look, I enjoyed it, nevertheless.
No, I did too. Well, we're going to go into the live chat now and see what we got here. We've got about 15 people watching us at the moment, so we've got a bit of a crowd building up here. We've got SS Stormfan, Cody Games PlayStation. We've got Jay Evans. We've got Jason Reader. We've got Josh Rapidos 2022, Electrical Dust. We've got TJC Sports. We've got Phil Rogers all the way over there in the UK. He says, good morning from a wet and miserable England. Hello to everyone over there in the UK. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hello to Jope. Hello to everyone that's tuning in. The crowd is building up. It's good to see a nice crowd building up for the Rugby League World Cup quarterfinals review. Also, just want to apologise. Didn't do any videos on Saturday or Sunday. I took 2 days off. I didn't do any content over the weekend. I decided to have a little bit of a rest. You know, it's the off season. I'm not going to do videos every single day. I'm going to try and put out a bit of a schedule so I can make it a bit easier for myself and for all you guys on what days I'm going to do videos and what days I'm going to have off. So I'm going to let you guys know more about that probably this week at some point. So I'll let you guys know. The podcast will probably be this week as well. So stay tuned for that. Some stage the podcast will happen. All right. Let's get into the Rugby League World Cup quarterfinal review, mate. We've got 4 games to review from the weekend. And we're going to go back to the very first one. CJ and Australia, Lebanon. 48-4 in favour of Australia. I think we all expected this. But Lebanon, bro, they were horrible.
Yeah, they were. They didn't really show up for the. I expected them to come into the game and make it closer, but they didn't really show up, did they? The class of Australia showed. Cleary was a bit awful for kicking, but you know, Lebanon still let it blow out, so I guess that still says a lot. Not good defense at all from Lebanon there.
I think the story about this game was Josh Adokar, 5 tries. You know, Adokar, he is the five-time try-scoring champion of the world. He almost broke Val Holmes' record. Almost broke it.
He still can, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, if he scores 6 on the weekend, if he scores 6 tries against New Zealand, that's a bit of a long shot. But
I believe it's actually 1 to equal it, 2 more to break it.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's. I'm not even shocked by that. Latrell Mitchell also had a try on the weekend. Cameron Murray had a double, and Liam Martin had one as well. And for Lebanon, a try to Josh Mansour.
Sauce.
This game, was horrible from the get-go, bro. I mean, Australia were up, I think it was, 18-0 or something in the first 15 minutes. I think, and I don't know, halftime score was like 30-0, I think.
Yeah, Lebanon were never in it. It was just about a training run for Australia to prepare for
Yeah.
the next game.
Lebanon didn't have it, bro. Mitchell Moses had to play the game of his life. Australia had to be a bit off. Mate, Nathan Cleary was named at halfback. Munster and Cleary were the halves. And then later on in the game, Munster went to fullback. Cleary and Cherry Evans were the halves. Bro,
Didn't like it.
I don't like Nathan Cleary as the Australian halfback. I don't like it, bro.
Ooh, I mean, I see where you come from. He does. He's definitely going to be there for the next, probably 10, 15 years. But I think for the rest
Is
of
he
the
right?
series, give Cherry Evans that crack. He has the experience and he knows what it takes to win a World Cup. So I can see your point there.
There's a guy right on Nathan Cleary's tail. Next year, Nico Hines is coming for his spot.
Nico Hines. Oh.
Keep an eye on Nico Hines. I'm telling you, the reigning Dalian medalist, halfback of the year. If there's someone that's going to put pressure on Cleary, it's going to be Nico Hines. But look, Australia obviously far too good for Lebanon here, winning 48-4. Obviously, the Kangaroos will play New Zealand in a huge semi-final this weekend. Who's your halfback, bro? Do you go Cleary or do you go Cherry Evans?
Oh, that's the tough one. I'm going to pick Cherry Evans based on he has that big game experience. So he will know what to do. Not doubting Cleary's abilities or anything, but I feel safer with Cherry Evans in this sort of situation.
Couple of reasons why I would go with DCE. Paddy G said this the other day, and I agree with him 100%. The game's on the line. Clutch moment, clutch field goal, clutch bomb to change the game on its head. Cherry Evans has been there and done it, and he's got experience. Nathan Cleary, no. He's never played for Australia in a semi-final. He's never had to handle those situations in an Origin decider. Nathan Cleary's never won an Origin decider. Nathan Cleary's never played a big final in England. Cherry Evans has. Cherry Evans won Origin this year over Cleary. People are going to say, oh, but Cleary's the future. You got to play him. He's the next man. Big, whatever people want to call him. I just feel Cherry Evans, he just has it. Him and Munster have that combination. They do it at Origin level. I know Nathan Cleary won the premiership, but Cherry Evans can win these big games. He knows how to do it. I don't know about Nathan. I don't know. Big games like this, I just don't know, man. It's gonna be very interesting what they do. But for me, I would go DCE. Nathan Cleary has a history of choking, especially in big games. So
and
I
this
would go
will
Cherry
be
Evans.
DC's final run as a Kangaroo, you think. So I think just let him ride this series out.
Yeah, exactly.
After.
Exactly. And look, on the weekend, Cherry Evans was probably better than Nathan Cleary. When they were both on at the same time in the halves, when Tedesco went up for a rest and Munster went to fullback, Cherry Evans or Cleary, Cherry Evans was probably the better half.
Yeah, and everyone was calling Mal crazy for originally selecting DC at halfback, but he changed his mind last minute. But you're right, I agree with you on that. I thought Cherry Evans looked a better half.
Wouldn't shock me if they went Cherry Evans over Cleary this weekend, but we'll see. I think they'll go Nathan Cleary, but I just feel like Cherry Evans, man, he's just been there and done it. And if you want to win a World Cup, maybe Cherry Evans is your man. But we'll see. If the Kangaroos win it, then full credit to Nathan. But Nathan, I don't think he's used to I don't think Nathan's used to the fields in England. He's not used to the ground.
No, he's not. He's not. I guess I don't want to say that's why he has bad kicking, but no, he's not used to it. And like you said earlier, Cherry Evans is. So.
Yeah. All right, next game. England versus Papua New Guinea. England 46, Papua New Guinea 6. Now, I'll be honest with you, bro. Papua New Guinea, in my honest opinion, they disrespected the jersey on the weekend. Papua New Guinea were absolutely abysmal. They were appalling. They were putrid. They were disgusting. They were absolute filth. They made me so sick. I was watching the game, and I was literally taking the piss out of them on Instagram on my stories. Papua New Guinea, I thought they would show up and have a go and be competitive. Bro, Papua New Guinea showed disrespect to the jersey. They were putrid, bro.
Yeah, bro. I thought personally Papua New Guinea was going to come in and give it a crack. It was over by the 15th minute.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Their defense just looked in tatters. England just on a whole new level. And I don't know. PNG looks good this campaign, and then they just go up against England and they just fall apart, which is disappointing because they have such a good supporter base behind them. And they just didn't show up, which is very unfortunate. I expected it to be closer, but it was just a training run for England.
Papua New Guinea played like a bunch of mud-sucking, disgusting creatures. Disgusting, mud-sucking creatures, man. They were horrible, bro. Honestly, I am so disappointed with Papua New Guinea. I tipped England to win, and I said they would win by 20, 24 points. But to get beat 46-6 and to concede, I think it was 32-0 at halftime.
38-0,
was pathetic.
Yeah, it's definitely not World Cup standard, but...
Mate, Papua New Guinea get to a quarter final, actually go out in the field and have a go. I know England starved them of possession. I know England were fantastic. They were dominant. They gave Papua New Guinea no chance with possession. But Papua New Guinea's defense was like watching the Gold Coast Titans from 2022 NRL season.
Yeah, look, England just showed that they're here to play.
Dominance,
and Papua New
brutality.
Guinea, I'm disappointed as well because I expected them to at least be in the game for the hour of the game, at least.
I thought they'd be in it for 40 minutes, but they got hammered. What about Tommy Makinson? 5 tries.
He's in the record books now, isn't he, for England, Tommy Makinson?
Well, yeah, world class winger, Tommy Makinson.
He is.
Fantastic. Dominic Young, once again, scored another try on the wing there. George Williams had a try. Callum Watkins, he was outstanding.
He was great. He was one of the best on the field.
Tom Burgess scored the first try.
I feel like he's back in his prime.
Tom Burgess he's in career best form. Tom Burgess, he's playing fantastic.
Sign him.
I'll tell you who was very impressive for England on the weekend. Once again, Victor Radley was absolutely fantastic. And I thought off the bench, bro, I thought Mike Cooper was fantastic.
Yeah. No, England have this really good rotation, I think they got. Getting players
I just feel... Well, they're playing Samoa in the semi-final, which we'll get to later on about Samoa, but I still feel England need Luke Thompson in this team somewhere.
Luke Thompson, yeah, they should. He provides that impact. Whether you want to start him or bench him, I think he brings more to what they already have. And I'd like to see Luke Thompson start in the team.
As good as Mike McMeekin is on the bench, off in the back row there, you're probably better off going for one more prop forward there with Thompson, bringing him on, or bringing Kai Pearce-Pullman into the side. I'm not sure what England were going to do. I still don't know how Chris Hill makes the team. I know he's had a couple of Chris Hill's had a couple of good games, but the bloke's father time's catching him, bro. He needs to retire.
Back into his career.
I think Chris Hill's a bit too slow. You know, obviously we'll get to Samoa soon, but those Samoan forwards, bro, Chris Hill up against them. Probably want someone else to be around that area of the field. But England, very good, very dominant. Second half was a bit scrappy, but the damage was done in the first half.
Yeah, it was done in the first 10 minutes by the looks of it. But yeah.
Let's move on to this game, which was surprisingly good.
Controversy as well.
New Zealand 24, Fiji 18. Fiji led 18-6.
Blew it.
They blew it. Bro, what about this match? Fiji had it in the bag and then they blew it. What did you make of this game? New Zealand, Fiji?
Well, Fiji got off to a really good start. And I thought, I still expect New Zealand to win, but Fiji, they really showed. They showed that they're building really well as an international team. Unfortunately, they did blow the the 18-6 lead, which sucks for them because if they made it to a prelim final in the World Cup, that would have been really great for them.
They did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they did, and yeah, unfortunately, they just blew it. New Zealand, they know how to shut out those games, and they did it really well. Yeah, just disappointing for Fiji, but it was a really good game. It was. I really enjoyed it.
The controversial moment, bro.
Yep.
70th minute. The Joseph Manu captain's challenge. Knock on / strip. Well, I guess loose carry or strip. I'm watching it again. I've watched it so many times since it's happened, and I'm just watching it right now. Joseph Manu's put a fend on kick out. Coruscant's trying to wrap the ball up and tackle him. Manu's got it one arm loose, and he's still got the ball. Bro, it's a loose carry. It's not a strip. Api Coruscant doesn't intentionally rip the ball out. He's trying to make a tackle. Manu's got one arm on kick out, trying to fend him off. He's trying to fend kick out. And the other hand, he's got the ball. Coruscant's making a tackle. There's no intent to strip the ball. Coruscant's trying to tackle him. He's trying to hit his arm and make the ball come loose. It's not a strip. And if it is a strip, it's a fucking one-on-one strip. It is not a strip. It's one-on-one, if anything. And if it is a strip, it's play on because it's a one-on-one strip. There's no penalty there. That is a terrible decision, bro. FIJI were hard done by with that call.
Yeah, absolutely. I said it as soon as it happened. That's a really ridiculous call. Fiji, they can feel hard done by. I wouldn't say robbed, but it was such a really bad call to make it such a crucial part of the game.
Well, the problem was New Zealand went in front at that point, 20-18 with 9 to go. That's the problem.
Yep, and that's where I can understand where Fijian fans are fuming because it was the wrong call, blatantly. The video ref's blind.
It's disappointing that the officials got that one so wrong. It was so obvious. It wasn't
in a World Cup final.
It was not a strip. It was a loose carry from Joseph Manu, and it ended up. I don't want to say robbed either, but it definitely had an impact on the game.
Put him in front with what?
Fiji have a reason to be upset.
Yeah, they do, and if I'm a Fijian fan, I'm boiling about it because it was it was the wrong call. That's all I can say. It's the wrong call, and it's kind of.
Besides the bullshit call that Manu got in his favor, he had a blinder on the weekend, bro. 350 running meters. Oh.
Fuck. He needs a fullback spot somewhere, man.
Well, he's not leaving the Roosters unless he goes to 5'8" and they move on Luke Keary or something. But I don't know what the Roosters. I don't know if they'll do that.
They got to figure something out for him because he's so good at fullback, man. And I hate saying that, but he's so good at fullback.
Well, there's a couple of NRL clubs that could use a fullback right now. I'm looking at the Dragons. I'm looking at a few clubs that need a fullback.
Well, if any of them somehow, some way, magically pull Manu, they're instantly a finals team, aren't they?
Well, you'd pay $1 million for Joseph Manu tomorrow, and you wouldn't even regret it.
No, not at all.
You'd do it. But this game was fantastic. New Zealand versus Fiji, but better than expected. Fiji, very brave, very competitive. A little hard done by with that bullshit fucking strip, which was just one of the most disgusting calls I've seen in this whole tournament so far. Fiji, if they went on a protest and said they were robbed, I don't think you couldn't really argue with them because they were hard done by a little bit. But what a game, though. What a game.
Robbed. But other than that controversial call, it was a really great game. And both teams grinded it out.
I think both teams deserve a wrap. I think New Zealand, obviously, they need to be better considering they're going to be playing Australia next week. And we all know how big that big semi-final is going to be. Massive. But this game was fantastic. New Zealand get the win, 24 points to 18. But Fiji can hold their heads up high, and their campaign has been very good in this World Cup.
Taruva's been great for them as well.
Taruva was fantastic as well. Also, quick mention to Kevin Nguama. He had a blinder as well in the weekend. He had 2 tries.
Absolutely, man.
Well, let's go to the crack of the... Oh, my God.
This was terrific.
Now, I need to just tell you guys this, right? Now, this game, Tonga versus Samoa, kicked off at 1:30 a.m. here in New South Wales. I stayed up and watched it. I went to sleep at about 3:45 a.m. this morning. I woke up at 7:10, started work at 8 o'clock, finished at 2. I am buggered. I have
Fuck
not.
that, bro.
I
That's
am exhausted,
dedication.
bro. I had about 3.5 hours sleep. You know why? Because I love rugby league, and rugby league is the greatest game on the planet. I do not care about sleep. I will sacrifice 3 hours of sleep and go to work because of rugby league. This match was the best match of the World Cup so far. What a fucking game this was.
No.
Tonga versus Samoa. Yes, I am pissed off at Samoa won because fuck Jerome Luai. But what a match, man. Tonga v Samoa. What a classic game this was.
Shout out to both set of fans, though. They know how to really get behind their country.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was a cracker of a match, bro. Both teams were. Samoa started off really well.
They were fast.
Yeah, and Tonga dragged the game back, and for about 70 minutes of that game, it was seesawing. Both teams were in it, and you just didn't know which way I was going to go. And then, it was the best game of the World Cup for sure.
Mate, this game was weird. I mean, it had a lot of good moments too. Like Samoa's start was brilliant. Jaden Silver threw that hole, bang, scores the first try. Tupou hits back, bang. And then Luai went through, pretty easy try, he scored. And I'm going, fuck, it's 12-4 Samoa. Tonga have started slow. They want to pull their head in here. They put a kick in. Takiaho scores. I'm going, all right, here we go. When it was 12-10 in favour of Samoa, Tonga had all the momentum going in the half time. I'm going, Tonga have got Samoa on the ropes here. If they can bag a quick try here, look out. And then it was a bit of a back and forth battle there early on in the second half there. And Brian Toto, bang, he goes over in the corner. And I think it was 20-12 at that point. And then Cattell went in, and I'm going, oh, shit, look out. Tonga were coming. And then they all want to blame Tuilola here, which is ridiculous.
That's the big one.
Well, mate, what are your thoughts on that whole thing, blaming Lola here?
Well, what else is he supposed to do? It's the last tackle. He just tried to build some pressure.
Last tackle. I mean, he's trying to create something. Obviously, it didn't work. You can't criticize him for trying something. I mean, he's having a go.
Well, Tonga had a lot of opportunities to win that game.
They had more than enough chances to win.
You can't blame it on Tuilola here because, what else is he supposed to do? Well, because if he passes it, good chance it gets intercepted.
How many times have we said this about Tonga, CJ, over the last couple of years? Without a organising halfback, it's hard to win big games, and Tonga don't really have that structured, dominant number 7. Every other nation does. Australia, they've got Cherry Evans or a Cleary. New Zealand, they have Jerome Hughes or a Sean Johnson. England, they have a George Williams or a Jack Wellesby who can win you games. Or Mark Sneed. Samoa have got Luai and Milford, and yes, they're both 5'8", but Milford can play as a 7 when he needs to, and so can Luai. Tonga, they've got a Monet who didn't play, and they've got that young Katoa kid there, but the 5'8". Tuilola here played fullback all year for Huddersfield. Played a little bit of 5'8" here and there, but not much. So Tonga have got all these massive, gigantic forwards who are devastating. But without that dominant halfback, bro, compared to Australia, New Zealand, and England, Tonga just don't have that dominant halfback. It's just so hard.
Yeah, you can't put all the blame on Tuilola here. There's a lot of opportunities they could have created for themselves, and he just tried to do. It was a big part of the match, and he just did what he had to do as a halfback, and it just didn't work out.
Exactly right. I mean, look, Lola here definitely should take a little bit of blame for it, but not the entire match.
Well, he wasn't even bad.
No, he didn't have a
He
bad game. It's just they're
He
blaming
was
him.
all right.
They're blaming him for the moment. I mean,
I can see
don't
why,
put
but
it
it's
all on him.
harsh.
They shouldn't put it all on him.
But other than that, it was a cracking game.
I love this game, bro. I thought Joseph Sawali at fullback played his best game at fullback to date. He was very good at fullback for Samoa. I thought Milford and Luai played well together. Milford was great. Excuse me. Junior Polo or Paulo, however you pronounce it. He was very good as well. Jaden Sewer had a blinder, bro. I thought he was excellent. Off the bench, Josh Papali, he was a weapon, wasn't he?
No, they all really gelled well, and they all really played well. Milford was class.
Oh,
man.
yeah. And Tonga, I mean, Tamalolo, I mean, he was out of this world, wasn't he?
Well, he's definitely made an impact on the Tonga team since coming back. He's Tamalolo.
This was a great game. Best game in the World Cup so far. Obviously, we've got the 2 semi-finals next week, so we could get 2 of the best games next week and the final. So, what a game. Samoa get the chocolates 20-18. And now, next week, we get Australia versus New Zealand, Saturday, November 12th, 6:45 a.m. at Ellen Road, Australia, New Zealand. It's going to be an absolute cracker.
That's big.
And then next Sunday morning at 1:30 a.m., England versus Samoa. 1:30 a.m. for us in New South Wales. The rematch from the first game when England put 60 on Samoa. Can Samoa get revenge and go through to the final, or are England going to get into the final at home? It's going to be interesting, bro.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's so much storylines to come out of next week, and man, I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
The last thing I'll mention before we go, because I've got to mention it in the chat there, Joseph Suwali or Joseph Sawali. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, bro, but before the NRL final series happened, he was warned by the NRL to not run and put his knees up when he's running the ball. And he did it last night once again. I think someone got knocked out or they had to go for a HI. I can't remember exactly who it was. Anyway, so Joseph Sewell is running and lifting the knee up. Do you think he'll get suspended for it, or do you think he'll be okay?
No, but I think you should. You can't. Why are you lifting your knees up anyway? Especially, he's tall, but just lifting your knees up in general when you're on the attack is just stupid. I would suspend him, but yeah.
Every professional rugby league player know the rules. They are told what they can and can't do. If they don't know, then that's the club's fault, and that's their fault for not letting them know what's right and wrong, what you can and can't do. So Joseph Suwali is well aware of the rules and the laws in place. You could say it was an accident, but he's done it before. He's already been warned in the past about it, so he's done it again. I think he'll get off because it's a semi-final. But if this was just the first game, then he might be in trouble. But he'll get off.
Yeah, nah, it's fucking stupid. Players doing that, but I think he'll get off. But I would have suspended him for the week. But he'll get off. I think so because of how important it is.
We all know he'll get off, but if he does it in the NRL next year, he might get a week for it because he's been warned about it already from the NRL, and he's done it in the World Cup quarterfinals. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. But CJ, that's going to wrap it up, mate. Thanks for coming on tonight.
No worries. Thanks for having me on, man. We're nearly done with the World Cup, so yeah, keen to see what happens.
3 more games to go, bro. 3 more games to go.
That's right. Can't wait.
All right, mate. Well, thanks for coming on, and thank you to everyone in the live chat that tuned in tonight. It's been awesome to talk to the chat. Everyone's been very kind tonight. It's been a good stream. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the live stream around. Let's try and get to that 3K mark very soon. I'll let you guys know when the next stream's coming up. Probably be this week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll let you guys know. There probably will be another stream tomorrow night. But anyway, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next one.